Hello everyone, welcome to this video, which is the black owned makeup brand tag, or the bomb makeup tag. I think it's black owned makeup brand or black owned makeup business. Regardless, we're going to be discovering some makeup in this video that is cruelty free and vegan from businesses that are owned or founded by black women or people. Spoiler alert, I found some really good things. I know it's been a horrible time, let's face it. There's no way of sugarcoating what's going on in the world, and it's not just subject to the past few weeks. It's been a long old slog, shall we say. I'm not going to talk about it in this video because this is about vegan makeup, but I am going to leave resources and places to donate and petitions down below. And if you haven't signed, petitions are so easy. There's such an easy way to make a difference. Like, you can just click through. Once you put your details in, you can just click through and sign loads of them. So yeah, if you haven't, and if you've got a spare 5 or 10 minutes, please do so. And I'll leave some accounts that should be followed down below, because my voice isn't the one that should be listened to right now. I just hope I can keep the vegan community and the vegan and cruelty-free space that we have online a positive place, and share vegan businesses that are black owned, black founded, and try and, amplify other voices that aren't my own. I hope this video is a little bit of light-hearted relief from the news, because there ain't nothing on the news but the blues, but power to the people, do you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying. Anyway, in this video I'm going to be using brands that are black owned. There are a few things on my face that aren't, because I didn't have a full face of products. A lot of the brands that I looked into, don't get me wrong, there are loads out there, but I feel like there are a lot based in the US. Like, there are so many brands I was investigating and think, like Mented cosmetics. They look beautiful, they look wonderful. Only available in the US. They don't even ship overseas, which is gutting. But hopefully they'll come to the UK at some stage. Also, I was really pleased that a lot of these brands were, obviously I'm only featuring vegan and cruelty-free products, but a lot of these brands have loads of vegan options. They're just automatically cruelty-free. There's no kind of, oh, we're working towards being cruelty-free, or, we hope to have vegan options in the future. No, none of that. So yeah, I'm excited to share them with you. And if you're new here, make sure you subscribe if you want to see some vegan and cruelty-free content. And without further ado, let's get into it. Okay, so the first black owned business I wanted to mention is Uoma Beauty. I think that's how you pronounce it, Uoma Beauty. I've heard some people call it Uoma Beauty, but I think on the website it's Uoma, so that's what I'm going to call it. And I picked up their concealer and also their contour stick. So this is their brightening concealer, Stay Woke brightening concealer, and this is their double take sculpt and strobe stick. And this is a brand that was founded by, I'm pretty sure she's Nigerian born. She's called Sharon, and she seems lovely. Just like looking at the website, the whole brand has a kind of air of inclusivity, diversity, but also just lifting people up and celebrating beauty, not trying to cover over imperfections and things like that. So I really hope I like this brand. I haven't tried these products yet. I also hope I shade matched myself okay. They have a selection of vegan options. They're obviously cruelty free, but I think they've got about 5 or 6 vegan products, including their foundation, which I kind of wish I picked up now, but I don't really need a foundation. I didn't want to buy something and waste it, so I thought this seemed like a full coverage concealer, and I love me a full coverage concealer. So I'm going to use this as my base product today. This is what it looks like. I'm pretty sure it's got a chunky doe foot applicator. I had to watch a couple of swatch videos. I couldn't find a lot of swatches for a lot of this stuff. I don't know if it's just not very reviewed, or if people just haven't been posting swatches online. Usually when I'm trying to colour match myself, I'll always search for swatches on Google or on YouTube, and I couldn't find many swatches. So I picked up the shade Fair Lady T1, and I'm hoping this is the right shade for me. They have a really cool system, which I actually thought was very innovative. Basically, they have different, in terms of colour matching on their website, they have different groupings. So they call them skinkins, and there's 6 different groups, so you might fall into, I was in Fair Lady, but there's also, I think the deeper shade is Black Pearl. They have really cute names. I think one's like Oh Honey Honey or something. And essentially, they have obviously different tones and different colours for the different base products, but they also formulate the products differently depending on your skin colour. You may be more prone to oiliness, you may be more prone to dryness. Different skin colours have typically different skin concerns. I think the one in my group was anti-aging is the main thing. I didn't know that, but okay, cool, I'll go with it. So they actually tailor the formulas of each different shade, or each tier. There's different, multiple tones within the tier. But yeah, I thought that was really interesting, very innovative. Never heard anything like that happening before. I don't know if that's a regular thing, but I've never heard of it. So yeah, let's get some of this on my face. I just need to get a mirror. Don't have one next to me or around me, bear with. Okay, so like I said, I've got the shade T1 under Fair Lady, and Yeah, I think this is quite a good match. It looks slightly pink maybe. I usually go for more of a yellowy tone, but let's give it a go. I don't really know how much to apply. It feels a little bit whipped, like slightly whipped. I kind of feel like I spoiled reviewing it for myself because the reviews were really good of this, so I'm expecting to like it. This sponge is very much past its best. It seems to be blurring the skin a bit, which is my favourite thing in makeup. When I have a makeup product like a foundation that blurs the skin, because I've got acne scars on my cheeks. If you're new to my channel, I used to have quite bad acne and I used to pick it all the bloody time. So I've got kind of dents in my face, so I love a product that's going to blur the skin. Obviously this is first impressions, but I'm really, really liking this so far. Doesn't feel heavy on the skin and it's full coverage. I love a full coverage concealer. I feel like I've missed a few areas, but I love a full coverage concealer. Honestly, if I like this, I will be picking up the foundation. I mean, I feel like I am kind of applying it as a foundation, but it's blending amazingly. I'm very impressed. Very, very impressed. I was expecting to like this, but even so, impressed with how it looks on the skin. And also around my nose, because I've got quite bad hay fever. Probably shouldn't have bought flowers in the house if I've got bad hay fever. I know, I want to sneeze right this second, but I'm not going to. I'm going to hold it in. Going to sneeze on the inside. Yeah, on my nose I've got a little bit of dryness and it's not picking up on that. The dryness is from blowing my nose. That's where the hay fever thing comes in. I'm going to stop now. Impressed so far. Let's try their double take Sculpt and Strobe stick. I've got mine in the shade Fair Lady, so I think there's just one per skin kin, which is cool, so it's easy to match yourself. I find matching my skin tone so difficult. I think you get better at it with time. This, when I first saw it, I thought it was a little bit deep, but we'll see. We're not going to judge a book by its cover. I mean the contour bit, a little bit deep. So let's... Oh, mama. Oh, no. That's pigmented. I'll pay her dues. That's pigmented. Okay, let's blend that in. Brush or sponge? What are we thinking? I'm going to try brush. Oh my days, that is really intense. Okay, we're going to smudge it around the other areas of the face and see if we can... Maybe I shouldn't have applied it direct from the bullet. Maybe I should have taken it from the bullet on the brush, if you know what I mean. Oh dear. To be honest, it's blending really nicely. I think I made a faux pas by applying it straight to the face in such an intense... I didn't realise it was going to be that pigmented. But it's blended really nicely. I'm really into contour sticks at the moment. I've been loving my Superdrug B contour stick. Is it kind of picking up a bit there? Does it look a tiny bit muddy on my cheeks? I can't really tell. It's a little bit less creamy than the... Superdrug one, which is not a bad thing actually, because that one is super, super dewy. I think if you've got dry skin, that would be great, but I do think sometimes with that one, if you've got oily skin, you might not love it because it's very, very creamy, whereas this is kind of set, feels like it's set a bit. I'll be really interested to see what it looks like on camera. In person, it looks nice though, if I do say so myself. The other end, the highlight end, is quite golden, which I personally like. I like a kind of, I do like pearly shades, like a pinky pearly, but I typically like more of a champagne or golden over pinky pearl. So let's just apply this straight from the bullet on the high points of my face. Feels very lightweight, not sticky on first application. Looks very natural, catches the light really nicely. I like how this is applying and I like how it's looking. I'm a fan. I'm going to be completely honest in this video, by the way. If there's anything I don't like, I'm obviously going to say it. Honesty is the best policy. I don't know why I'm so impressed, but sometimes these can be a little bit sticky and a little bit not too skin-like, if you know what I mean. They kind of look like they're sitting on the skin. Okay. All right, Oma Beauty. I will be probably investing in some more products. I hope they come out with some more vegan products. I like the ethos. I like the vibe of the brand. It's cool, it's nice, it's inclusive. If you're new to my channel, I'm actually quite hard to impress. I feel like I'm quite a harsh critic. So yeah, I'm happy. I'm very happy, and I think my base looks really pretty. And I found a really lovely quote on her website, their website, but from the founder, which actually I'll read it to you because it was very profound and just lovely. Yeah, she said, I could never understand why we live in an age of prescriptive beauty, a monolithic existence where individuality and uniqueness have been left by the wayside, and instead a singular idea of what beauty should look like is the status quo. The world is beautiful because we are all different and colourful in our own unique way, and this is why Uoma Beauty exists. To celebrate uniqueness, to bring people from all ethnicities, gender, sexual orientation, sizes, and of all ages together in a colourful celebration and coexistence. Mic drop. Beautiful. The next brand I want to talk about, I'm going to move on to lips. If you're new around here, I usually do my lips before I do my eyes. I don't know why, it just seems like, I feel like you can get a better idea of how your face is going to come together once you've got your lip on. Maybe not, maybe that's just me. This one here is Kitaka of London. Kitaka are a London-based brand, hence the name, Kitaka of London. I'm pretty sure the owner is Patrice, I remember, because she really kindly sent me this maybe like last year, and I remember just reading the email. You know when you just get emails from like Ben, Daryl, like Susan, and it's like Patrice. I was like, oh, that's a lovely name. That's going on my list of good names. I have a name list on my phone, don't ask. Yeah, anyway, Patrice made this brand completely cruelty free. I think they're Leaping Bunny certified and vegan, and these are non-sticky lip glosses. I've got the shade Morganite, beautiful nude. I wouldn't say they're lip glosses though. I mean, they are lip glosses, but they're not glossy. Do you know what I mean? They're not like lip glosses, but I don't know if I'm going to explain this right. They're not sticky or plumpy. Do you know what I mean? But they are an opaque wash of colour, and they just look beautiful. They look really nice. I prefer patting this into the lips because I'm not really a big fan of metallic lip colours, but it's not an intense metallic. Like, don't be put off by me saying metallic. On me, this shade is a sheeny natural nude, and I do think regardless of your skin tone or your skin colour, you'll be able to find your perfect nude. They have a couple of like reddy toned colours as well, but yeah, I think you'll be able to match yourself to your perfect nude. Feels very lightweight on the lips as well. That's what I really enjoy. I don't like lip products where you kind of know they're there and you're scared to smudge them. Like, this is very forgiving. I think if you know anyone who is new to makeup or doesn't like wearing a lot of makeup but wants a little something on their lips, this would be a good lip gloss to get them, because like I say, it's not a gloss, it's just a gloss, you know what I'm saying? Under my eyes, I wanted to pick up the Beauty Bakery flower, setting flower, I think that's what it's called. Self-setting, something to do with flour. Beauty Bakery are a brand that they're all themed, like their products are all to do with bakery, so they have like blending sponges that are blending eggs. They're pretty famous, to be honest, but they have a setting powder which is called their flour powder or whatever, but I couldn't find it in stock, and also I've just been really digging this e.l.f. under eye setting powder. To be honest, I don't really feel like I need to set this concealer. It doesn't look shiny, it's not creasing at all. Maybe I don't need to set it, but yeah, I feel like e.l.f. have pretty good in terms of shade range. They've got a pretty good shade range in their base products, and they showed support online on their socials for Black Lives Matter, which I love. Yeah. And then for my eyes, you probably saw this coming, Juvia's Place. This is the Zulu palette, and this is beautiful. This is the most vibrant, intense, colourful palette I own. It's beautiful, it's amazing, it's so intense. You get a mixture of mattes and shimmers, and I feel like there's a little bit of controversy. When I was doing my research, I found that some people aren't a fan of Juvia's Place, even though they are a black owned business or a black founded business. I'm pretty sure the owner's called Chi, and there was something to do with them sending PR to Jeffree Star, and obviously Jeffree Star, I mean, I'm not a fan, I don't watch his content. I wish him all the best, but I'm not a fan at all. So I don't know if that is the controversy around them, the fact that they sent him with his dodgy past and the stuff he's done, the stuff he's said. I don't know if that is the full controversy, but I did kind of stumble across some people were saying like boycott Juvia's Place. If that is the reason, I personally don't think that's a valid reason to avoid a beauty brand, because think of all the other beauty brands that have sent PR to Jeffree Star. I'm sure he gets hundreds and hundreds of parcels from loads of different brands, so I don't know if I totally agree with that, so I don't know what the 411 is with that, but I love this palette. I think it's beautiful, and it's vegan. They've got a selection of vegan products. Not everything is vegan though, so make sure you double check. I don't know, I wish I had more of a neutral palette from them, I have to admit, because I have to really be in the mood to use this. I feel like going for a green today, but I feel like I've done a green look on my channel before, so it might be repetitive, but I love this one in the middle. It's so pretty. I've got green eyes, so I know green doesn't make green pop, but hey. I like applying most eyeshadows with a finger, but especially these because they're quite hard pressed shadows. Wow. Intense. Just gonna take a tiny little bit of the yellow, literally a tiny dab because this yellow is intense. I do think that maybe these stain your eyelids a little bit. I think the pink shades stain your eyelids a tiny bit, which I believe, I don't know if this is 100% true, so take it with a pinch of salt, but I think when you're trying to formulate vegan shadows, sometimes, vegan red tone shadows, sometimes they can stain the eyelids. I don't know if that's true or if that's an urban myth, but I find it sometimes with reddy shadows. They stain my eyelids. Not forever, but just like when I wash my face in the evening, I can kind of see where I had eyeshadow on. To be honest, I'm not going to do anything more than that because I'm going to fudge it up, but take it from me. This palette is beautiful, definitely worth the money. I think it's really fairly priced considering the size of the pans you get, and I love it. And I want to pick up more of a neutral palette from them. So let me know if you've got anything from Juvia's Place that you really enjoy. And then I have one more black owned business that I wanted to mention, but I'm just going to whiz through doing the rest of my eyes. Just going to take this, I don't like this. It's the Linda Hallberg Flash Crayon in Waver Flash. I don't like it, it smudges lots, but it's like a metallic eye pencil. Linda Hallberg is a white makeup artist, I'm pretty sure. Not that I have to label every single person, it's like, you're white, you're black, but I'm just saying that it's not a black owned brand. But she was showing support on social media, which I suppose it's the bare minimum, but it's better than nothing for sure. This does glide across the eyelids nicely, but it just smudges really easily. For mascara, I got a little sample, well, like the smaller size of the Kush mascara by Milk, which I've been recommended many times, and I thought I would just mention Milk because I feel like they did quite, they've been quite open on their Instagram in support of Black Lives Matter, but also showing that they're not very diverse. That I think they're mostly Caucasian. They posted a breakdown of the different makeup of their like workforce, and it was mainly Caucasian. I think it was, yeah, like it was not very diverse, and I think they made a real point to say like we are not doing enough, and to hold us accountable to do enough. Do you know what I mean? Like make sure you check in, and actions speak louder than words. Now this I have been recommended, I'm not going to go on about this because, oh, this is the first time I'm using it. Probably should have curled my lashes first, but let's just go for it. This I've been recommended loads, but the reviews are very Marmite. They either love it or they hate it, so I didn't want to waste my money. But the small size is only a tenner. Some people say it smudges really badly, but I don't have oily eyelids, so I don't know if I'll have that problem. Wow, it's doing a lot to lengthen. And I think that is me pretty much done. There's only one other brand I wanted to mention, which is Briogeo, and this is their Don't Despair Repair Strengthening Treatment Oil. I believe the founder is called Nancy. Beautiful names. Nancy, that's going on my name list as well. This brand I've heard about a lot. I've seen them in Space NK. They have a selection of vegan products. Maybe I've tried a shampoo from them, which I liked, but it is quite expensive. But I thought for a hair oil, I'm an absolute sucker for a hair oil. My hair, I don't know if you can see, but it is very dry at the moment. I honestly think Accutane has made my hair even more dry. It was already pretty dry, but now it's even more dry, and I need a haircut, so this is not it at its best. But yeah, I'm a sucker for a hair oil, and I love that Briogeo don't put silicones in their products, like specifically hair care with silicones in. I don't get it. I really notice now that I've cut them out, I pretty much cut them out of my hair care routine. If I do ever introduce them accidentally, or there's a dandruff, like anti-dandruff, TMI maybe, anti-dandruff shampoo that I love by Superdrug, which is really effective at like treating a sensitive scalp, but it does have silicones in, so whenever I use that I really notice that it just weighs my hair down quite a lot. But Briogeo make a point to purposely boycott Briogeo. That's a tricky name to say. But yes, I saw this and I'm not gonna lie to you, I'm obsessed with the fact that there's a rose in the middle of this. There's a flower and there's petals, and I just think it's absolutely beautiful. And I did try this earlier, and I have to say, I enjoy the fact that it doesn't have silicones in. I don't know if, the thing is, a brand can sometimes say it doesn't have silicones in, but it has like silicone acting ingredients in, which do the same thing that silicones do, i.e. coat the hair and not actually treat the hair. So I'll maybe need to look into the ingredients list a little bit better. But so far, hasn't weighed my hair down at all, but it tames the flyaways nicely. Smells nice, but it's not an intense, offensive smell. I hope you can see how that's made a difference to my hair, which is dry as a bone right now. And that is it. That is the end of this video. I really hope you enjoyed this. I hope you maybe discovered some new brands. I certainly have. Uoma Beauty. I'm going to be back on your website purchasing some more bits. There was one other brand that I really wanted to pick up. They're liquid liner and they're called Josephine Cosmetics, and they are a US based brand, I'm pretty sure, and I put some things in my basket. They're sold on Pitivore, but the shipping was just insane. Either from their website or from Pitivore, it was going to be a lot of money. So maybe in the future, if they come to the UK, fingers crossed, I'll be able to pick up their liquid liner, because apparently that's amazing. So I'll be keeping my eye out. Please do recommend any brands that you, black owned businesses or black owned, it doesn't have to be makeup brands, could be skincare, could be hair care, anything. Let's amplify black voices, lift people up, and yeah, I'm discovering a lot of amazing vegan products, so I implore you to do the same and put your money where you want it spent. No, what's the phrase? Power to your purchase. I can't remember what the phrase is, but you know what I mean. There's a lot of power in what we choose to buy and where we choose to buy, so if you can empower a small business or a black owned business, that's amazing. I think that's a great thing to do. So yeah, thank you again for watching. Please subscribe if you want to see some more from me, and hopefully I will see you in my next video. Thank you.